Hello, Pisces. I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I am here to do a reading for you for the month of June. All right, so let's start off by doing a little bit of shuffling for you. See what we got for you. So I'm going to do a simple Celtic spread for the month in hopes to give you a bit of an outlook of what to expect, okay? And we're going to start off with a jumper or a flyer card, if you will. Let's see what we get to start the reading. Okay, so we're going to start with that. Okay, interesting start. Okay. Alrighty. So let's start off with the center of the reading, the center energies for your month. We have the Tower card and the Knight of Wands. So what I'm getting here is there is some sort of ending in your life. You know, that could be something as simple as a thought process or a bad habit, or it could be something as major as a relationship or a friendship, or, you know, some sort of work situation. You know, but some change is going to happen and it's going to be quite major for you. And you know what? We have to remember that whether we think so or not in the moment, it's for the better of our situation, okay? I'm hearing that it's divinely guided, okay? It's for your better, for the better of your situation, so that you can be rerouted, either rerouted down the right path, or so that you can, you know, get rid of some blockages in your life, okay? Something that may have been weighing you down. And crossed with a Knight of Wands, I'm seeing here that with this Tower, it's allowing you to take on this Knight of Wands energy, excuse me, which basically means you're going to be able to charge forth after your dreams. You're going to be able to do so in a way that you know it's going to bring you this clear happiness. Like, look at how happy she is, okay? And we got the horse galloping in the background. I symbolize that. I feel like that's a symbol of your dreams, okay? And you're so happy that you finally have let go of this burden, whatever this Tower, you know, is ending for you in your life, whatever you're letting go of, and you are now becoming the Knight of Wands, okay? So just keep that in mind, that this is happening for a reason, and it's allowing you to take on this energy. And then in the foundation of your reading, we have the Seven of Pentacles, okay? So what I'm seeing here is in the month of June, you're going to be doing you're going to have a lot of patience with your finances, because you've either started a new job or a new business, a new project, you know, a new creative idea of yours. And it's going to take some time, but you're growing that financial harvest, if you will. You are allowing that money, that foundation to grow into something beautiful, so that can bring you financial success throughout the years, okay? And in the recent past, we have the Magician. So I see that you've been manifesting your dreams, okay? You have been the manifester in your life, and that's amazing. We can't just sit around and hope that things work out for us, you know. And one misconception is people tend to think, you know, you just have to believe it and have positive thoughts, and sometimes that's the case. You know, I've gotten to the point where I manifest things like that, okay? And I sometimes just have to think about it. But a lot of the times what we have to do is not only think about it positively and actually like 1000% believe it, but we have to put a little bit of action into it and start that, okay? Because if we do all of the above and we put in that first piece of action towards that goal, it's almost like we're starting it off and we're letting the universe take it from there, okay? And, you know, it's not going to obviously be like necessarily like 100% easy, but you've been doing this, you've been manifesting it. It's amazing. You just got to keep that up. And in the top of your reading, what you've been thinking, we have the Hangman. And so what I see here is that you've been feeling a bit more free. You know, maybe because of that Tower situation, or at least you're thinking about feeling this way. And you're you're taking on a new way of thinking, okay? You're taking on a fresh thought process. And sometimes when we get rid of things that have been holding us down, that have been a bit of a burden in our life, that maybe have been blocking certain opportunities or gifts from coming our way, it's time to, you know, take that fresh thought process, okay? And if this tower is actually simply just symbolizing end of a negative way of thinking, a negative thought process that you typically have, you know, maybe it's doubting yourself, thinking that nothing's going to work out for you. This is showing that you are replacing it with something new and fresh and positive, okay? And then in the upcoming near future, we have Two of Wands. So I'm seeing here, you're going to be doing a lot of planning for your future, okay? And I personally feel like the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Wands go hand in hand, you know, because you're not only growing your financial harvest, but you're planning your future, okay? You're planning the life that you want, not only want, but are destined to live, okay? And that's amazing. And in the position of what you fear, we have the Ace of Wands, okay? So you're fearing that you may not trust your intuition, or you're fearing what your intuition is telling you, okay? You're fearing maybe your creative ideas, but at the same time, you have to trust those ideas, those intuitions, those gut feelings that you get, because they're inevitably, going to lead you down, like I said, the path that you're destined to take, okay? There's nothing to fear. And in the position of how people view you, they're seeing you as a thinker this month, okay? We got the Ace of Swords. You are doing a lot of reflecting, a lot of, you know, strategic movements, and, you know, thinking about them before you go for it. And, you know, maybe these go hand in hand. Maybe you're afraid that you're overthinking things, okay? But either way, it is good to be strategic. Just don't forget to take action at the end of the day. And in the position of your positive thoughts, we have the Queen of Swords. Love her. She is a badass bitch, in my opinion. Look at her with her sword. She's, you know, hand on her chin, just, you know, looking out into the world. She is not afraid to cut people out of her life, or things or situations that do not serve her anymore. And this goes once again back to the Tower, where it doesn't serve you anymore. So you know what? I'm cutting it out. And you know what? That kind of attitude, that kind of confidence, you know, putting yourself first is going to serve you better in the long run. Okay? It's going to give you that clarity, and it's going to allow you to feel freer and cut off that baggage that's been holding you back. So that's a very hefty feeling in this month, where you have been or are starting to let go or cut out things that aren't serving you anymore. Okay? Amazing. And in the final outcome of your month of June, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow moving card. So you, once again, you're slowly moving towards your pentacles, your financial comfort and success. And it goes back to the Seven of Pentacles. All right? You're doing things at a pace that works for you. And you know what? At the end of the day, have patience that you know it's going to work out for you in the end. You know, you're eventually going to get to that King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles kind of status. But he's moving towards it, and that's the most important part. You're not standing still, you're moving. All right? You're letting that financial harvest grow. Okay? You're going to get there before you know it. So overall, I see it's a month of growth for you. Okay? And so let's close off your month, your reading rather, with one oracle card. I'm using the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Let's shuffle and get one flyer card for you. One last piece of advice for Pisces for the month of June. What does Pisces need to know as one last piece of advice for the month of June, please? Oh, one too many. What does Pisces need to know as a last piece of advice for the month of June, please? We'll get there. Pisces, please. Alrighty. So I got take a break for you. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Very interesting. So what it's telling you is it's, essentially that you take a bit of a break for yourself every once in a while, okay? You are working towards your financial success and your, comfort in your life, and you're working on growing those finances, but it's essential at times to give yourself that breathing room, that time to take a breath, and it's telling you to get off the treadmill for a bit, because you know what? At any point you can jump right back on that treadmill. And it seems like you are growing that financial harvest. And so I don't see it stopping if you take a moment to hop off and take a breather and enjoy yourself. Okay? So on that note, I hope you have a great month, Pisces, and I will see you next time.